All right, so we just walked inside for the first time, and look at this full carbon seat. Like, the full carbon body kits is just kind of a thing now. This thing is so sick. It's just, you know, the first thing that just makes you feel weird is like a guy that tries to build cars and thinks that you build cool things. You walk into SEMA and then you see this thing. Literally, freaking rock buggy on these guys. Like, what the hell even are those? 58-inch tires. Absolutely freaking insane. Makes me feel like I don't even know what I'm doing with my life and building cars when I'm like, we turboed an RSX, put a drive shaft in it, and then somebody did that. Also, Charles.
Also,
big wagon guy. Holy
nice
crap. How sick is this? I don't, like, is this a thing? Well, it's right-hand drive, so it's obviously imported. So the thing about the SEMA show is every year, it's absolutely insane stuff, and you just can't fathom what you're gonna see. Like, literally, you walk in here every year, and it just gets better and better and better. If this car was in a parking lot, I would stand around and I would look at this thing for 20 minutes. Yeah. But now it's here, and we have 1,000 other of these level of cars that we gotta go look at. So we're gonna keep walking. We're looking at this thing. It's a Honda Ridgeline on like an IndyCar chassis. I've never actually looked at an IndyCar, but like the suspension pickup points are literally on the bell housing and on the transmission, which is pretty crazy. Twin turbo setup. This thing's freaking sick. Wow. That is sick. We stopped over here at the DEI booth to take a look at Nate Hamilton's new car. He went to the dark side. He switched to a 2JZ, 3.4 stroker, Garrett turbo, G35 1050. I think he's gonna be freaking sick. I love these chassis. I love the new headlights with the body kits. I think they look so sick. I want to build one.
Is that Nismo rail?
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's all it is.
I like the cover.
Yeah.
Extended cover.
Get rid of the...
That's sick.
Sorry, I read how to sound out back here.
Looks like they're like deep. Like they go, you know, it has like the lens out like steps down.
I don't know if they're
factory Nissan or...
Yeah, I think those are stock. Hey, Andrew, those are stock taillights, right?
Yeah, those are the stock.
Yeah, they just do that.
I've
Your
never-
33 should look like that too when they're on.
Mine, it's never ran.
been on.
These came with it?
They've never been on.
Yeah, this Tommy Kyra. Fuck yeah.
Like no leaks, like this is fucking insane.
I would lower it.
Why do you like this stuff?
Why do you not like this stuff?
It's so
I don't know. I don't necessarily.
tacky as fuck.
I don't necessarily like it. I just.
You appreciate
I
it?
appreciate it. I think it's pretty cool.
You know how good that truck was before all that stuff happened to it?
It's probably really good.
It was
probably
probably
about
really good.
a head through the A-hole.
Put your head through the a-hole. I want to see that. That's good. That'd be funny as hell.
Like
So let's go see how it looks. Let's do it so I can see how it looks.
the head through the A-hole.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it.
I want to take the picture.
Yeah.
Just get in there.
Go.
Look at him. Look at him. All right, intro the video.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're in the A-hole of
I'm
SEMA.
glad you said it.
All right, I'm taking over the video real quick, guys. This is probably my favorite car on planet Earth. This is Gunther Works.
Another carbon GTR. So R32, they had one out here last year in the tread pass. This one is actually like a candy blue over the carbon fiber, and this thing is freaking absolutely insane. It's in the Gretty booth this year. I like the vinyl. I think it's like 50. I was looking at it for mine, and I was like, well, that's probably a little bit more than I want to spend on it, but
I mean, it's cool. I mean, imagine.
you think we should coyote swap the box body?
It's a full system.
Full full system. Or you know what we could do? We could sell the Fox body and then coyote swap it. Or we could buy like a C10 and put the turbo, everything out of the Fox body into like a C10, sell it because it's worth money, and then coyote swap.
Fox body.
No, Fox body. This is sick. We need some monster truck shocks.
Yeah, like long travel, get the weight over the rear tires.
If we want to do some no prep stuff, that would be.
That'd be it.
Stop by to take a look at TJ's M4. Charles is right in the way.
Oh!
I can't get no video with you taking photos. I have a Boom X bumper that actually came with my car when I got it.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. 34, as well as that thing.
Sir?
Alright, over here, this is a Cummins swapped Lamborghini. Wonder how much this unit can tow.
Twin turbo Cosworth motor, buddy. I know of a certain Mercedes that might need a similar treatment, right?
You think? I don't know how like an Evo kit like that would actually fit on a wagon. That would be sick. If we could make that look good. Right here is a, it's like a Porsche looking thing with some IndyCar stuff. Pretty cool Lamborghini with a 2J. Pretty rad. Cool things over here in the seat or the Hoonigan kind of area. One thing that stood out to me when we were on the monorail this morning was actually this thing right here. Like, I love this, and it's cool because it has like the Gran Turismo, because that is exactly what I thought when I first seen it, because literally in Gran Turismo this is like what, you know, that's kind of what you started out with, was freaking one of those little bugs. It looks more like a 911 or something. All right, this is a really cool truck that we ran across. Triple turbo Cummins, fully deleted, but it's on like a GMC Apache freaking body. Like the big wheels with low pro, like an A-lug wheel with a big dish with a low profile tire. It hits a little bit different. This thing's pretty sweet. I wonder if it tows things or if it just has like a flag out of the back. All right, so just cruising around the show. Haven't really filmed a whole lot of stuff today. Just been kind of talking to people, looking at things. But buddy Ben from Artec is over here all the way from Australia. He asked me to stop by the Ready booth for a second. I don't know what these guys are doing over here, but it looks like they're announcing something important. That's the Greddy logo. That's the PRP and the Artec colors.
Didn't eat anything for breakfast.
Why not? It came from the nightclub.
Yeah, can't you hear from Grady Performance Products? SEMA?
Peter, what are they doing over there?
Big announcement coming, I think. This is going to be a union of the powers that is going to benefit all of us, especially you guys.
I think it's going to work out really good.
Here at SEMA 2023, biggest news, exciting news for us today is the announcement of the partnership with Artec and PRP. We've been working on a few projects for the SEMA show, and as you can see in our display and our project car, we've got some of our partners from PRP and Artec on turbo kit setup and engine, trigger kits and flow kits, and that's just the beginning of what we have planning for the next coming years, and we're really excited to announce all the upcoming things as we build that, and yeah, looking forward to it, and stay tuned.
Man, what was that thing you were going to tell me?
Yeah, super excited. 2023, we're announcing a
a collaboration between PRP, Trust Japan, Greddy, and Artec, and we're going to be co-developing a whole new range of Greddy and Trust products, which we'll be showcasing at next year's SEMA 2024.
Potentially, if you buy a Greddy turbo kit, come with like an Artec manifold.
So also, all new Greddy turbo kits will feature Artec manifolds. To make your job a whole lot easier.
Pro dealer for West Coast as well.
Yeah.
For Artec. So as you can see, we have the other products. We have a few manifolds already in stock, and going to be making an official announcement with that to our dealer network as well. So we're very excited. Been using that for a couple applications, and
that's new. That's just released, kind of released today. But yeah, we're still doing all the tests.
It's just kind of sitting there.
It's not going on your car, Trev.
I deleted that part because I don't.
That's a drive-by-wire ITB intake manifold. So you need to have that first. So
maybe Greddy parts for MotionAuto.
That'll all be happening. It'll all be happening.
That'll be sweet. I like it. It's simple. It's not like an insane show car. It looks like a car that like you'd be okay with like driving on the street. The engine bay is really clean. SR20 has the VCT. It's like an S15 SR. I love the way those valve covers look with the little thing. Intake manifold looks sick. There's so much room in here, and it's aluminum. And look, like the shock towers.
It's like a mid-engine car.
It's just
literally a mid-engine car. But also, I love the design of the car. It's like MotionAuto colors, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's clean.
And look at all the carbon fiber everywhere. I'm a big fan of these carbon fiber splitters on the right-hand side. You never see the 240Zs with like these splitters on the side, and I really think it like ties the whole car together.
Makes it look more modern.
It looks way more modern and a little bit lower on the ground. I mean, look at that one back there.
If anybody's going to be monster trucking out here at SEMA, it's going to be the trucks.
Yeah. The trucks here are a little bit much. But this is cool. Look at this. Tuxedo black.
That's the same paint that's on the front of the Supra. Woo! Datsuns are sick. It's one thing I've been wanting to build for a while. There's another one.
These everywhere.
They're sick. I like them. This one's more race car.
Yeah. But look how clean.
Put down in the comments if you think we should build a 240Z. Our buddy Zach in Colorado, he has a turbo LS swapped 240Z, and he goes out and he rips.
Yeah, he goes and rips, and that thing will run, I think it's a 10-second quarter mile.
10-second street car. So I think right now we're gonna go over to the West Hall. We're gonna look at some wrap stuff. We're maybe gonna go on a Tesla ride as long as it's not freaking 20 minutes.
Yeah, you haven't been on the Tesla loop, have you?
No, Charles was telling me about it, and he was saying that out of all the things I need to do at SEMA, that's what I need to do.
It's fun. It's cool.
Look at that Nash hole.
What the heck is this?
Decided to go to a little car meet. Ben, what do you think?
It's just like all the YouTube fail videos I see with car meets with burnouts, drifting.
So this is kind of a little local car meet. That's you?
That's my CRX B Series, yo. I need a jumper.
You forgot it. This would?
Yeah, this would be shut down in Sydney. If it was like this, maximum 30 minutes. And then they'd defect every car.
Yeah, they'd haul them away. That's not good. Hey, are you cold? Are you cold?
If you're going to get me a jumper.
We don't have any.
What if you sweat or what if you cold?
I think I want a Miata too. What did they tell you?
Really? No, they're chill. They're chill, man. They're cool. We're gonna go stuck in the free spot.
That's cute.
Day 3, actually day 4 of SEMA. It is the last day. It's a public day. Stayed awake a little bit late last night playing on the roulette table. We went to bed at like 4. We had a good time, and then so now today it's a little bit later, but we're getting coffee. We're getting some egg bites, and we're gonna go to the show. I'm gonna film a little podcast, and then we're gonna do this around all the public people. You're not gonna be able to do anything today for the rest of the day.
I'm really excited to see how packed it is. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna be interesting.
I think it was, and then they do the rollout early. So like all the companies, like right now they're done. Like they're like the marketing guys, they're gone. Like just the people in the booth that are like managing it. And as soon as they can, they're gonna start tearing down. So it is day 3, technically, actually day 4, the last day of SEMA. Came over to the West Hall for the very first time. This place is just freaking next level when it comes to how big it is. Like I thought the other halls were big, but this one's like almost twice as tall. Yeah. I feel like. We're just gonna cruise around here, see if there's some cool stuff. If there is, we're gonna show it to you. If there's not, we still might show it to you. It's one thing I just ran across that's pretty cool is these like side lights. So you can see the kind of flash, and they do a bunch of other little things. I think it's technically like a light bar for the back of the truck, obviously like that. But my idea, you want to hear my idea? It's a Trevor idea. I think it's going to be a good idea. You ready? Let's hear it. Enclosed trailer, driving down the highway, trying to turn. You have your blinker on. Nobody sees it. Nobody cares. Guess what? Put one of these units on the side. Put one of those all the way down the side, so that way the whole side of the trailer is like that. And then what we do is if they don't get over, we have a TV. It's going to play a country music song. I'm coming over. I hope it's all right. I'm coming over. It'll be a TV. It'll play a music video.
That's not on the side of the trailer would be sick.
Yeah, like that on the side of the trailer, just cruising down the highway. You're like, and then that. I really like that. That says I'm coming over, buddy. So, what do you think about that?
About the trailer or the lights? I mean, the TV idea is the best one you've had.
Buddy, look at that bed.
This is the coolest truck.
Look at how much bigger that is. Like, I feel like that's a lot bigger.
I'm 6'4". This is a big truck. And I love that it has the dually bedsides with the big tires, and the fronts are just massive overs.
I just think it's crazy how long it is.
I know.
Look at the liquid spring.
Wow.
It's got a liquid spring in it. If anybody wants to pay me to build a truck or a car or anything for next year, just let me know. Because like, I would love to do this, and I think the frustrating thing about me is I don't have the time or the money to do something really cool, and I know I'm capable. And obviously, people are paying people to build things like this to come to events. So sick. I mean, right? I feel like the beds look a lot longer on these bigger versions.
And all this, like the lace or whatever. You see that lace up there?
Yeah, it's sick.
Would you ever like do pinstriping or something like this, like designs?
Try it.
Would you? Is this something that's like?
I need to give myself a little bit more time.
We should get Barber to come down and like mentor you on how to like do pinstriping and like all that stuff. I want to learn how to do it. Like that's cool.
Wow, look at that unit right there. This or this? Which one would you pick?
Me personally, 70s.
You know what I would do? I would pick this one right there. I would take it and I would sell it. I would build one of those with the money. Questions like this really get me like,
This would be cool.
I mean, that was my question.
Don't get me wrong, this is cool. Like as a one-off car, like this is really, really sick to see like Nissan venturing into like the safari kind of build, you know what I mean?
They're just so vintage.
There's no way you're taking this over that. You know, like the old 240 is just too good.
I like that 35 though.
Dude, this is clean too. I love the wheels on this.
You know who misses their 35?
You.
I miss the 35. I would love to have another. Charles is gonna cream himself in a minute when he comes over here and he sees this thing.
What? I'm a big fan of this.
Say it again?
I'm a big fan of this.
Okay. I thought he was gonna freak out when he was, but he didn't, so.
Buddy, I saw it yesterday.
Oh, he's seen it yesterday. I like one of these things. So it's basically the GT3 RS engine and a GT4 Cayman, which is freaking sick.
Yeah.
And they just sound insane.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
This booth right here, let's go around the front. They built a fucking house.
You know why they did that, Charles?
Why?
It's because they're rich.
Look at this. They grass out front, driveway.
It's because they're rich.
It's wild. Let's look at this thing. Wow. You don't see these every day.
So this is a $2 million car.
More than that, probably. GTR.
Wow. Okay, so that question we talked about earlier with the race car, this is the one.
This is it?
I would have one of these. That's cheap. So we stopped over here at the Ford Performance booth, and we've seen a familiar face walking by.
How's it going?
Yeah, Rich, he's walking by. How you doing?
Hi, y'all.
So these are the winners of our last giveaway, Project Build giveaway number 13. How's it holding up?
Oh, the G35.
What? What the f?
It runs fantastic. We get stopped everywhere because of how amazing it looks. I'm looking forward to getting on the road for the rally season.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 rallies planned this coming up November, December.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
cool.
gonna see a lot of it.
So he said he actually upgraded the transmission to kind of the stage 1 build, and then he also installed like a T-Rex, like a...
The whole screen is like a tablet, like in a Tesla.
And I told him he needs to post more pictures about it.
You're gonna see a ton more.
Yeah.
We've been a little busy. Just got it back from the shop like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
so get ready.
We're gonna chat with him a little bit more, and then I think we're gonna go find some more cool stuff. But everybody shut everything down.
I know. It's about that time. The road is starting to get loaded up.
Everybody's been here
Yeah.
since
Yep.
what, Wednesday?
We should go watch Rollout.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's nice seeing you.
you guys as well.
Yep.
Thank
See
you
you later.
again so much. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
and
it.
again, giveaway winner will be announced for the RSX probably within about a week or so. So stay tuned.
MotionAuto TV, let's go.
Yeah. So basically some big old fans turned on. Obviously if you start cars, trucks, whatever in an indoor space, there's this giant exhaust fan. And you could just feel like the air just getting like either pumped in or sucked out or whatever. There's a breeze right here, which is pretty cool.
Breathe almost in a way. That's just me.
I think that's a little silly. This is one of those earth roamers that we've seen kind of cruising through Colorado the other day. These things are freaking insane. I love the fact that it has a 4-door cab on it, just because you could actually fit your family in there. You could strap them in, you know, if you have car seats, whatever. Everybody's comfortable riding in a truck like normal, other than if you throw them in the box and, you know, plates are hitting them and stuff, which obviously you don't want plates hitting them, but this thing's freaking sick. It's huge, absolutely insane. I think these seats are like $1 million or 800 or something like that, but freaking sick. Stick my head up in here, and I love that. Like, that's so cool. Then you basically turn that into the bed, drop it down, another bed. I really like that. And you have like your security cameras. That's really cool. Like, imagine if you're like in a parking lot and you're like, what the hell was that noise? Literally. Yeah, and then you could record it too. So like, let's say if you had like a, you know, a bear or something. Man, this thing's just so nice. Look at that. It's like a UPS off-road Yukon. That's sick. Stopped over, said hi to Tavares real quick. He's hopping in this is the LG GT3. It still works. Yeah, it still works. It still works. Yay! Matt, what do you think of that Lambo?
It's so stupid. I don't understand those cars. It's so much money.
Yeah.
And they just don't, I don't know, they don't do it for me. What about you?
I like them just because I think everybody likes them, but like, sounds freaking
I
sick.
guess it's cool, yeah.
So you have a GT4 RS, right?
No,
or GT4?
but I want one. So I have a GT3 Touring.
Okay, but you had a GT4, right?
I had a GT4.
Cayman. Yeah.
Yeah, now I have a Cayman GTS 4.0 in the Helen House.
Yeah.
The Destination OG. I have that really special E92, the 800 mile E92 that I have. And then I have a sick E36. I have an Evo.
Yeah.
I bought an Evo 8.
You bought an expensive Evo 8.
I bought the Evo. Yeah, it had, what, 1,900 miles on it. It was sitting at the dealership in the showroom.
That's
it was
awesome.
in some guy's warehouse. So I've been driving it, and then I ruined it. I put turbo on. I bought FP Green for it, and I'm getting it set up. I really like the Rivian. That thing's cool.
Yeah.
But GT4 RS is the plan. So GT4 RS, and my favorite RS is the 991.1, so the 2016 RS. I almost bought one last week. Adam had a .2.
Okay.
And so I had the .1, and then he got a .2, and then I had to get a .2. But the dream garage for me is my Brewster Touring, 992 Touring, the 991.1 RS, and then GT4 RS. That's the goal.
Yeah. GT4, they're so sick. They look so. I've never driven one. I've never driven a
one
Cayman
either, but I just know.
Like, I rode in. Adam let me drive his orange one.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago or whatever. just on a straightaway like to the track, and that thing is so good. Like it just felt amazing.
It's just perfection, yeah. I don't need big, like the Lamborghini is big horsepower, big show. It's just, I'm too much of a nerd, you know. I like the German simplicity rather than the Italian flash. I like it to work. I mean, shoot, I always thought, well, the Porsche, I thought you would have to like have a bunch of money to service it. You know, Ferraris have to do like an engine out service. So I thought you'd have to be really rich to do that. Whereas the Porsche is the easiest car to work on I've ever owned. It's easier than a Honda.
Yeah.
You know, you change the oil, change the spark plugs, that's it. There's nothing else to do.
What do you think I should get? It's my first Porsche. I've never owned a Porsche.
Well, I think the GT4. I think the progression. I'm a big progression guy, so I think you get either like a Cayman GTS, like 4.0, certainly naturally aspirated, so no turbo. I know you guys love your freaking turbos, naturally aspirated. I really like the 981, the previous gen GT4. So you start with that, and then you get maybe the 718 GT4, and then you get the GT3, and then you get the GT3 RS, and then you just get more GT3 RSs.
Yeah.
I'm not a GT2 guy, you know.
I like what you said about the progression, because I felt like, you know, let's say tomorrow I got rich and I went and bought a GT3 RS. I almost wouldn't appreciate it as much as if I started with.
I'm telling you, yeah. So I got the GT3 first. The GT4 didn't exist, you know, in 2014. And so I got the GT3, that blue one that kind of changed my life. So I've been going to the mountains in GT3s and GT3 RS, and you get that 9,000 RPM crack off the rock wall in the mountains. And then I took the GT4 to the mountains, and although the mid-engine car, it's great, it doesn't have the same. Sorry, didn't mean to. It doesn't have the same appeal as the GT3 in the mountains. So I took the GT4 to the mountains and I sold it the next day.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it wasn't a GT3.
Yeah.
And so if you get a GT3 first, then the GT4 has less appeal.
There you go, buddy.
Well, we love talking to Matt.
We're gonna do more stuff together.
Yeah, no, very soon we're gonna be, well, he's gonna be living at where we're gonna be staying.
Yeah, I'm gonna be living in a Prevost in the LZ compound, rebuilding Adam's house. I don't know how this happened. He sent me the plans from his contract. I'm like, that's stupid. I'll do it. And he goaded me into doing this thing, and so now I'm gonna go live in a bus at his house. I'm a grown man, like I have kids and a wife and like real responsibilities, and yet I'm gonna go live on the LZ compound and rebuild his house for him.
We're gonna be there drifting. You're gonna be in your bus, like trying to sleep.
Get a couple sound machines, put them next to
like be like ding dong ditching, like Matt in the middle of the night, like knocking on the door.
Yeah, because you children or stay up till 3 in the morning. I gotta get up.
We've stayed here a little bit past.
This is the latest we've ever been here.
We've stayed here a little bit longer. Well, me and Matt have been talking about things.
Chatting about life, business. I've been doing all the talking, so you gotta talk at dinner.
Well, I've just been listening for the most part. So, I mean, just talking about like some coaching things and things to improve the business and systems and, you know, vision. I've just been kind of picking his brain and just literally just watching everybody tear down their booths. Yeah. And some of them have done a really good job. They're almost done. But other ones don't even look like they touch anything.
I want to get a closer look at my future GTR here.
Is that what you're getting?
I never liked GTRs, but this one, I don't know. I just keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
Nismo, you know, this is the, 2022 or 3. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. We were looking at that earlier, and I'm like, wow, so good.